my favorite term for having sex is I'm about to go lay down some pipe.
You know what? I perfectly agree. That has
I
to
heard
be.
I heard it the other day and I'm like, yes, that's so stupid and weird it works.
You know, like if you think about it, um, like physically, just I'm gonna lay down some pipe. You know what does that even mean? You just gonna
Like
lay it down?
imagine going up to like your friend and you're like, hey buddy, I'm about to go lay down some pipe.
Hey
They're gonna be
bud,
like, what?
don't mind me. I'm about to go lay down some pipe. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, don't bother me.
Oh wait, did we start the? Oh, hello everyone. Welcome to the Triumvirate podcast. I'm your host Matt BXP, and we also have your host Triforce King. Say hello.
Hello.
Hello. So,
Anyways, this is what, episode
I,
5?
yeah, episode 5.
Nice, dude. 5 whole episodes. Matt, how does it feel?
It feels great. It feels absolutely fantastic. We've managed to go for a 5 episodes straight without falling apart. So I'm pretty happy on that.
Yeah, man, this is pretty cool. This is pretty epic.
Yeah.
So, how have you been, Matt? What's been going on in your life?
Well, I feel like I should update everybody on what's been going on since the last episode. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah. So I recently got COVID. That was a
Yes,
thing. And
yes.
it was absolutely fucking terrible, and I hated it every single second of it. Um, but yeah, I had it for like a good week, something like that,
Yeah, something like
and like I pretty much ran my symptoms away for a good bit at near the end of the time that I had it. I
yeah.
drank a shit ton of water. I slept nearly most of the day. I would just be awake and asleep like at random intervals of the day. But
Yeah.
yeah, after I slowly started getting better, um, I went for another test, and I turned out negative. So I'm just glad I'm completely rid of that shit because it ain't no joke, man. Dang.
Listen, you probably just had the cold, all right?
You're right. You're right. Probably just had like some stupid stinky cold that was absolutely painful and absolutely disgusting. Anyway,
Man, get over it. Jeez.
get over it.
Complaining.
By the way, this is a joke. Please don't.
This is a joke.
This is a bit.
This is a bet.
This is just
COVID is real.
COVID is real. I've seen it. I've seen it with me eyes.
We've both experienced it. This is real. If you're one of those COVID deniers, then get out of here. We don't want you here.
Sorry, I hate it. Sucks to suck. Anyway, um, but yeah, that was a thing that happened. Yeah, last week, which was not fun.
But now
But
you feel
anyway,
better.
yeah, I feel great. I feel 100% fantastic.
Oh, good. That's good to hear, man.
Yep.
That's real good to hear. That's so good to hear.
Thank
Don't you,
you.
Matt? That's so good to hear.
Thank you, man. Thanks. I very much appreciate it.
Anyways, about me now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Anyways,
fuck you. It's about me.
fuck you. I'm steering the podcast to me.
Um, my week was pretty normal. Went to work, did work, came home. You know,
Yeah.
nothing really important. Same old, same old. We have like, God, we have like 20, 25 people that are out because of COVID at work.
Ugh. Jesus.
And it's come to the point now where there's not enough people to cover because all the new people that we're hiring aren't trained enough to cover for them. So we're hiring like 30 people, but those people need to be trained first. And
Yeah.
you know what they're doing to these trainees now? They're training them for like a week when the protocol's like 4 weeks.
Oh my
They're
God.
training them for 1 week and then tossing them out into the wind.
That is absolutely ridiculous, dude.
Yeah. That's I mean, I got lucky to come in at the time that I did. Like I started my job right before COVID was like really serious.
Yeah.
Um like it was still I mean, it was there. I started my job back in March of 2020. So I mean, it was just in America at that time.
Yeah,
So people weren't
it was just fresh off the
yeah,
market. God.
yeah. So I got lucky and I got my training in time, but man, I couldn't imagine starting now. It's gotta be hell on earth.
Yeah. Yeah, I can imagine. Like I don't think I told you this, but pretty much like whenever I went down with COVID, like two of my other coworkers like got it somehow, some way. So we were actually down like three people
Good
like
lord.
while I was gone. And we still have we're still down a person. I don't know if they're any better or worse or anything like that, but
Yeah, man. I mean, this Omicron, I mean, it is something serious.
it really is.
It is something serious. So please, everyone, if you're listening to this and you haven't gotten vaccinated, please go get vaccinated. It's no big deal. You feel sick for like a day. Like it's not even you're sick. You just kind of feel sluggish. And like wear a mask, please, even if you're vaccinated. And,
Yes.
you know, just be sensible. You know,
Because I mean,
it's not that hard.
like yeah, this virus, I mean, it's willing to spread like like no holds barred or
Yeah.
whatever the saying goes. It's just like this shit's
Like a
ruthless, man.
wildfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So that was our COVID PSA.
yeah, exactly. I hope you enjoyed it. Mark, what else happened within the week?
I stopped playing Final Fantasy VII because I came to a realization. So if you remember, I think 2 podcasts ago on episode 3
I
or
think
4, I think it was 3. I think I said that I have a hard time getting through Final Fantasy VII because there's so much to do.
yeah.
So I came to the realization that the reason why is because Final Fantasy VII is kind of boring.
Ooh,
Kind of boring. I know.
that's a
I
hot
know that
take right there.
it's a hot take. And now hear me out. Hear me out before everyone goes insane. Look, for one, I did not grow up with the game. So I don't have any nostalgia attached to it at all. It's something that I wanted to play because everyone said it's really good. So and it is good. But in my opinion, only disc 1 is good. Everything leading up to disc 1 is great. After that, in disc 2, it slows down to a crawl and
Oh man.
everything it's so overwhelming. Like seriously. So like but the only thing I get from that game now is the music, and the music's great.
Oh yeah.
It
Yeah,
is. It's
the
some
music in that game is amazing.
but I mean, it's just I don't know. I just I've lost all attachment to the characters, and I think the reason why that happened is because I took that break in between playing it for so long. I think that game is definitely one where you have to keep playing it. You can't take like a month or two off because then when you come back after a month or two, you don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, so you're lost pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely
So
like whenever I played it, it definitely
yeah,
seemed like one of those games where like you have to just constantly be playing it in order to be just into the story, just kind of caught up on everything.
Yeah. So I started playing Final Fantasy VIII, and let me tell you, that game is completely different. And you know what? I'm actually very much enjoying it.
Oh, really?
Very much. So the art style, the graphics are completely different.
Oh,
Instead of them being, the weird polygonal fucking, you know, like gross character models, they're actually like real like people models. Like it's fully modeled people that you
whoa.
control. Yes, and the graphics are really good. The music is okay. It's not as memorable, but then again, I just started playing it, so I don't know. And so far, the story seems pretty cut and dry. So,
Hmm. Yeah.
so I'm having a good time of it so far. I just started, so like I'm like I don't even know how far I am into the game yet, but I'm having a pretty good time so far. And instead of materia, they use a thing called a junction system, which is
Junction.
which is really hard to explain. And I'm not going to even bother trying to. But they don't use materia in this game, which I think is another problem about Final Fantasy VII. And I'll do this last thing and then I'll hop off this train. But I think Final Fantasy VII's materia system is kind of hard to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
It's it's it doesn't really, I don't know, it just doesn't really you could probably exploit it in some way if you're some person who knows how to exploit it, but for me it was really complicated to learn.
Mm, I see.
So
Yeah, I've never really played Final Fantasy VIII, nor have I like seen anything from it or whatnot. I
I mean,
played a little bit of Seven, but like I don't even think I even got to like disc 2 or anything like that.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Final Fantasy VIII and hopefully beat it, and I want to move on to Final Fantasy IX, which I've heard Final Fantasy IX is pretty good. I've heard that it's everything people love about the old Final Fantasy games before 7 and what people love about Final Fantasy 7 and 8 together.
All right,
So,
yeah.
and I really want to play Final Fantasy 6 on the SNES cuz I've heard that game is amazing,
Oh shit.
but about the only thing that I can get is this remake that's on the iPhone that's like not pixels, it's like 3D models, which I mean, whatever. I mean,
Whoa.
it's a port it's a port from the DS version of the game. And I don't want that. I
Oh.
want the actual like SNES, thing, but I don't have a SNES and Switch doesn't have it in their SNES emulator, excuse me. So, about my only choice is to pirate it or, just wait.
Yar.
Or just wait until the Pixel remaster comes out soon on the iPhone, then I'll get it. But
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
so that's me with Final Fantasy. I just want to get into it. I just want to get into it, and I want to beat a game because I've never gotten to that series, and I like RPGs. So I mean, it's just I gotta find the one that I like, and so far eight's doing the job. So
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, I definitely would like to get into like the Final Fantasy series. Another
yeah,
series I'd definitely like to get into is like Kingdom Hearts. Definitely like
yeah,
those
Kingdom
two
Hearts
series
for
are.
sure. I mean, I know, there's something about Kingdom Hearts, right? Like I watched Oni plays I watched them play through it again. I watched the complete series of both games, and let me tell you, man, I I've watched that series so many times, and I still don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
didn't didn't like Starbomb make like a plot
Yeah,
synopsis of Kingdom Hearts and shit?
yeah. And the third album they did, and it was very confusing still.
Yeah. I would have to say like also they made a plot synopsis of Metal Gear, like the Metal Gear
Metal
series, and
Gear and Final Fantasy VII.
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
Mm-hmm.
about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was just gonna say that you know, out of all of the like plot or like plots of like video games. Definitely, I'm sort of caught up with the lore of um, Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. So if I can be caught up with that, I'm sure I could be at least caught up with like Kingdom Hearts and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
More like Kingdom Shards, am I right?
my kingdom farts.
Oh,
Oh!
that's funny.
Woo! Yeah, that's a good
That's
joke.
funny.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
that was good.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
But yeah, I want to play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, man. Kingdom Hearts seems like a pretty fun game, I guess.
Yeah, man, Kingdom Hearts is pretty fun.
I'm not gonna lie, Kingdom Hearts seems like a really fun game, and I would rather much enjoy it.
What are you, Tomar?
Hey, Jaxie, I'm going to be playing Kingdom Hearts.
I'm going to be playing Kingdom Hearts.
I'm going to have a lot of fun with playing Kingdom Hearts.
That's all you gotta do for his voice. You just gotta be chills.
What if they're the same person?
Oh shit!
Oh my goodness. See, you never see Tomar and Chills in the same room, so
You're right. You're right.
it's very crazy.
Do you think Chills talks like that in real life?
I mean, he kind of has to. You think? Because I mean, there's no way.
Do you think when he goes up to like Taco Bell, he's like, "Can I get a bean burrito and a taco?"
I'll have a number 15.
Yeah, that's a Smiley Friends joke. We can't use that.
Shit. Yeah, you're right.
But no, like, what does he sound like in real life? Do you think he just sounds like, "Hello, my name is Chills"?
Yeah, like that's his real name.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Chills.
Hello there. My name is Chills. You might know me from that famous YouTube video.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
And like some job interviewer is just like, "Oh, I know that one. Can you do the voice?" Number 50.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
you're hired.
yes. Take my wallet, take my money, take my wife, take my life.
Take everything, please. God, you're funny.
Yes, you're the funny Chills man.
Oh no, he's a good guy. As
Yeah.
far as I know, I mean, I never met the man, so
Yeah, that's pretty much all I know about this Chills character is he did those things and he did the thing. You know,
yeah, exactly.
that's just how it be sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
That's just how I do, you know. That's just how it be. That's just how it do, you know.
Exactly. 100%. Exactly.
200%, 300, 600%.
Okay, that's a little bit too far. 600%. You know,
Yeah, 600%.
600%. You can't imagine anything that's 600%.
I just did.
Oh my goodness, you just did. Oh my goodness.
You know what? I'm getting the itch to play again.
Was that?
It's a game that you're streaming. Sonic Adventure
Hell
DX,
fucking yeah, dude.
and it's a shame because I have no way to play it. No
Oh,
way.
yeah.
God, game is so good, but it's so bad, but it's so good.
It really is like, because I believe it was the first like official jump to 3D for Sonic and stuff like that.
Well,
Like besides the Genesis, like Sonic 3D Blast or whatever it's called.
yeah, which is a great game, by the way.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It's a great game. I loved that game as a kid.
But like I just love in Sonic Adventure, they kind of just made their whole entire just something just brand spanking new, something experimental. It's just like, you know what? Yeah, here's what a Sonic game is now. And
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine the general reaction to like Sonic Adventure whenever like it first came out.
Yeah, man, on 99.99.
99.99 nine nine
And
nine nine nine.
I had it on the original Dreamcast, which God, the Dreamcast got such a poor review. It was a really good console. I really did enjoy playing it on there because it looked good and it played amazing.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I really like the Dreamcast. I never had one, but yeah, it seems like it held up exceptionally well. You know,
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, it really was something else. And playing Sonic Adventure on there, I mean, I beat Sonic Adventure on the Dreamcast, and then I beat it on the GameCube, which the GameCube port is okay,
decent, I guess.
and the PC port is all right. Which I mean, but the PC port, the good thing about it is that you could download mods to make it look and play like the Dreamcast version. So, I mean,
How in the world do you like install mods on the PC version?
I mean, I don't know. Probably the same way you install mods like on everything else. You download a file and you just slap it in there, and there you go. It just works. It just works.
It just works.
It just works. Excuse me. Sorry.
It does works. Yeah, I could imagine. I guess that's how it goes because that's actually the version I'm playing right now is the
The
Sonic
DX.
the the DX with the PC port and all that
What
jazz.
even makes it the director's cut?
You know,
What does that mean?
I guess it's just like the graphical overhaul because I mean it's definitely
I guess.
changed. I don't know.
I
I
guess. I mean, I don't know.
Because I mean, like, it's the same exact shit. Like, they didn't add any of like, they didn't add like big or gamma or anything.
Yeah, that was there in the original.
Yeah, so that's the only thing I can think of. What about the Chow? Was that in the original too?
Yeah.
Well, then fuck. I don't know.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, let me tell you something cool. So in the Dreamcast version, you know the little screen in the controller,
Yeah, yeah.
the VMU, the virtual media unit, I think it was called. I don't know.
Oh, it's
But man, in in the Chow Garden, the in the GameCube version, you can transfer your chows to your Game Boy to play whatever game came out for it, Chow World, Chow Garden, something like that. I don't know.
oh
But
yeah.
you could transport your chows to there. But on the Dreamcast version, you could transport your chows into your controller, into that little screen, and you could take care of them on that screen.
Whoa, that's
Because when
actually really cool.
you could take that screen out and turn it into like this little like Game Boy thing. And like it became like a Tamagotchi kind of thing. It was very, very cool, which was so cool about the Dreamcast because it was one of the first consoles to have a screen on the controller.
Yeah, man.
It was
That
a second screen.
It was the second screen.
It was so cool. And it just, God, yeah, that's what you could do with chows. And so chows were there in the Dreamcast, and that's what you could do. And, I mean, I was a kid and I didn't know how to do it. But I mean, if I had the Dreamcast now, I'd know how to do it. But I don't have it anymore because I mistakenly gave it to a friend of mine, and I don't know
Oh,
what they did with it.
that was your
So,
first mistake. It's like,
mhm.
yeah, here's my Dreamcast. Here you go. Please give it back. Oh yeah, I'll definitely give
Yeah,
it
oh
back.
yeah.
I still have it to this day.
I I had a lot of gaming consoles from the old days growing I grew up. Dude, I had the fucking Intellivision and ColecoVision,
What
and
the fuck?
I had the Atari Jaguar. I did not have a Sega Genesis though.
You didn't have the
Um,
Sega Genesis?
I did not. I have an NES. I still have the NES.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
don't have a Super Nintendo, which God, I wish they got a Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I could, I'm gonna try to name off all the consoles that I had. I had the Intellivision, a ColecoVision, a Neo Geo, which at the time, the Neo Geo was like $700
Oh my god, dude. What the
back
fuck?
in back when they got it. Which by the way, I should preface this with, I got we got them from my grandparents, from my grandfather actually, being more specific. He bought these games for himself and for my dad and his brother and his sister, so my aunt and uncle and my dad. And they just kept them.
Holy shit.
They had so they had the television, ColecoVision, Neo Geo, Atari 2600,
Oh yeah, yeah, the OG.
yeah, the Atari 2800,
Oh,
and
wow.
the Atari Jaguar. They had all three of those. They had an NES. They had the Dreamcast. And I think that's all. So they
God
didn't have
damn.
the SNES. They didn't have the Genesis. They didn't have the Master System or
Man.
whatever. Sega CD. I don't know
Oh
what would the American version
yeah.
be called.
Like
Yeah.
yeah, you have like for the Genesis it's like the Sega CD that you
Yeah.
plug in, and then it was like the 32X, I think.
Oh, let me tell you what else they had. They had the Philips CDI.
You've got to be fucking with me.
Yeah, they
No
sure did.
way.
They sure did. I didn't play the Zelda games on it because they didn't have it. They had this one really shitty quiz game. I don't know what it was called, but I played it once in the middle of the night because I was bored. And I was like, okay, let's see what game this is. It was like a fever dream. I
Yeah.
don't even, it was so bizarre. I don't even remember it, but I just remember it being full of colors and me being just bored out of my mind because it was so stupid. It was so stupid. I
Ugh.
don't even think the controller worked on it. The Philips CDI, man, no wonder why it failed.
Yeah. I mean, like, the only games that is are very well known in on that console are the fucking, like, yeah, the Zelda games and the Mario game.
Yeah, Mario Hotel or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But
Yeah,
other than that, I mean, like, you don't hear anything or you don't see anything or any game from the Philips CDI like at all. Those are pretty much like, I guess because of like the YouTube poop era,
I
maybe.
guess.
You know,
Yeah,
like that made those games popular. But I mean, other than that, that's got to be pretty much the most well known, or if anything besides that quiz game that you were talking about. I mean,
yeah,
those got to be the only games on there. that's
yeah. I
that's
wish I had the Zelda CDI games though. I wish they were on there.
oh god.
I wish I was able to play them as a kid. If I played those games, that would have been my first experience with Zelda.
Could you imagine?
Well, no. I take that back. I take that back. No, because before we had all that stuff, I had the N64 first, and my first experience with Zelda was Ocarina of Time. That's why I like Ocarina of Time. So I will say I will backtrack on that.
Okay, yeah.
But that's the thing, though. That's Ocarina of Time was the only Zelda game I ever played up to that point. I didn't play any other one after that. So in between the time that I played Wind Waker and Ocarina of Time, I would have played Zelda CDI. I would have been like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah, could you imagine like your little kid self playing like after beating Ocarina of Time and all that shit like that, and then moving on to like the next Zelda game and it being like the CDI game? It's just like
I would have been like, "I don't like this. I don't want to."
how the fuck, how do you go from this to that? Like what?
I'm luckily though. My next Zelda game was Wind Waker, so it, yeah.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I don't think I've ever played Wind Waker.
What?
Yep. I've seen
Really?
gameplay of it and, just
Dude.
tidbits. Never played it.
Dude. Come on, dude. You gotta play it. It's
Yep.
so good. It's so fun. It looks so good. Get the HD version. Don't play it on the GameCube because the GameCube version is I mean it's good, but the Wii U version is so much better.
Yeah.
Get the HD port of it.
I will say the game that I played of that sort of like, I guess, Toon Link era.
Mhm.
Um, I played Phantom Hourglass on the DS.
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, let me tell you about Phantom Hourglass. Man, everyone hates that game.
Really?
That game is dude, people don't like that game. I've that was the first Zelda game I've beat, and I've beaten that game when I had my DS. I beat that game 100%, like a lot, and
Oh
I
yeah.
and even before I 100%ed it, I completed the game like it's got to be over 10 times.
Yeah, man.
I've 100%ed it like 3 times. So I've played that game and beaten it a total of 13 times. I love that game. It is so good, and I still have the cartridge. I just don't have a DS anymore.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I
I
remember like having a lot of fun whenever I play that game.
Yeah, because I was at the eight. That was when I turned to the. That's when I turned old enough to understand what Zelda was all about.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
when I played Ocarina of Time as a kid, I didn't fully understand. I was like, okay, what's going on? Who
Um
am I?
I'm doing this
What is
thing, I guess.
what is this funny little green character? I'm just running around Kokiri Village, not knowing what the fuck to do.
Yeah.
So, but Phantom Hourglass and Spirit Tracks. I love Spirit Tracks too. I love both those DS games.
I never played Spirit Tracks.
Spirit Tracks is great. It's Link Train Simulator. You
Oh, I
know,
see. Okay.
and that's where Zelda's what side B in Smash. The Phantom armor or whatever that comes out in
Oh
Slice
yeah,
of
yeah,
April.
yeah,
That's where it comes
yeah.
from. It comes from that game, which is
Oh.
which is weird because Spirit Tracks was not that well loved. So the fact that they would put that in Smash is something. It's very strange.
just mainly just calling out its existence, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But man, I could go on and on about the DS games. Yeah, I never see. I played Ocarina of Time and beat it when I was like 14, like 13, 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know, no, I like Ocarina of Time. It's my favorite.
I think I first played Ocarina of Time whenever I was like 10 or something
More
like
like
that.
Ocarina of Slime.
Ah! Yes! Yes! Woo!
Woo!
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh man, that's a good joke. Oh
That was really
jeez.
good. I really
Oh
enjoyed that one.
man, what you were saying?
Oh yeah. I think I first played Ocarina of Time on, it was like a GameCube port, and
Mhm.
it had Ocarina of Time, it
Yep.
had Majora's Mask, it had
Mhm.
I think it
I
was
think it
like
only
Four
Wasn't it just
Swords
a
or
Master
something.
Quest? No, it didn't have Four Swords. It was Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and the Master Quest version of Ocarina of Time.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I have not beaten technically the Master Quest because it was when I got Ocarina of Time for the 3DS. I played it, but I sold my 3DS for the Nintendo Switch, so I never beaten it. So
Wow. Wow.
yeah, I know,
So
I know.
you still need to beat Master Quest, my guy.
I know, I do. It's a harder version of it, and I think what is it? All it's a harder version. The enemies hit harder,
Yeah,
I think.
yeah, they do.
And the temples are reversed and new.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like different traps and stuff.
Yeah, like completely different puzzles from the original game,
Did
and
you beat Master Quest?
I think I did. I think
I think you did. Yeah, I think I remember you telling me you did beat Master Quest, and it was hard.
yeah, it's hard as shit, man. I think I
Okay,
died several fucking times.
okay. One day I'll give it a try. I'll give it. I'll find a way.
Yeah, dude.
I will find a way. Now Majora's Mask. I didn't even know that was a game until like after I beat Ocarina of Time. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was like, oh yeah, there's a sequel to Ocarina of Time. What?
Oh
So
my goodness.
so I didn't know about Majora's Mask, and I just beat it like last year on stream actually. So
That's right. That's right. You did.
so
Holy
if that
shit.
just shows my knowledge, yeah, I beat that game, and let me tell you, Majora's Mask is okay.
It.
It's okay.
I I remember like several years ago claiming that as my most favorite Zelda game and
Yeah,
everything like
I
that, just
remember.
because of just how dark and gloomy it is, and it's just like different from the other games entirely. But like looking back, yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say that my favorite has to be Breath of the Wild, though. I really like that one.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. God, Breath of the Wild's so good.
it is, and it's
And
just oof.
I've said this before to you. Breath of the Wild to me is a game that can only be experienced once. After you played it and beaten it and explored everything, gotten all the shrines and all that stuff, to me, I can't go back into it because I've already explored everything.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
pretty much.
want to play it again. If I could erase the memory of Breath of the Wild from my mind, I would, and I would play it again.
Oh yeah, yeah. Same here. I mean, I still in my save, I still have like several different stuff to collect and everything like that. So I mean, I could 100% it if I wanted to, but
And Breath of the Wild 2 comes out this year, I believe, right?
I think so. I think it does. Maybe around the
Uh,
summer or something. I don't know.
yeah, 2022. So when that game comes out, you bet your sweet fucking bippy I'm getting that game.
Hell yeah, man. You
Because
have to let me know how it is if I don't get it at the same time.
you got it. Absolutely. 100%.
Thank
200%.
you. Thanks. Thank you.
Let me tell you what another really good Switch game is.
Is it?
Mario Odyssey.
Yes, dude. Oh, I
God,
fucking
that
love
game's
Mario
so
Odyssey.
like, oh God. Like I haven't beaten that game 100% yet because it's really hard. After you beat the story, dude, holy shit. Like,
Yeah,
have you beaten the game yet?
I have.
Okay.
I in
So
my personal time, yeah.
you go to the moon as the final level.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, you go to the castle, do all that stuff, whatever. So then there's levels after that. There's the dark side of the moon, which is levels that are hard, but they're doable. But then there's the darker side of the moon.
Oh my god.
Dude, oh my god. And people can attest to this. Sorry, I hit my microphone. People can attest to this. Dude, the darker side of the moon is so hard. You have to be pinpoint precise on your jumps. You have to
What?
do like the shit that like speedrunners do. You have to like throw your hat, hop on your hat to and like throw on your hat, hop on your hat to skip jumps and to grab onto stuff. It's so hard. It's so
What
hard
the
to do.
fuck, man?
And like after you beat the game, you can go back to like the previous levels and like do where like the moon rocks have landed. You can smash those open, and then you start the time trials. Those fucking time trials are so hard.
Oh my
they are
god.
they are so hard. You have to race against 4 Koopas, and there's always one that's just a dick ass, and he's better than everyone else. And you have to do like in the darker side of the moon, you have to do pinpoint precise movements, or you're done.
Oh
That you will not catch up
god.
to them at all. It is hard. It is hard. It is hard, and it sucks the enjoyment out of the game just a little bit. But
You know,
but
like they did that shit in a 3D world where it's just like if you beat the
yeah,
game, you go to like this star
yeah, you go
world,
to like the Star World or whatever the heck it is, the special world.
and then like after you beat that star world, then there's another like star world or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. You take the rocket.
Yep.
You go Star World level 2.
And it just like I have gotten nearly 100% on 3D World. Like
Yeah.
I've pretty much like cleared all of the levels with every single character and whatnot, but that is the last level on that second Star World is absolutely fucking abysmal, and it's just impossible to fuck because there's no checkpoints in it.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
if you like miss like a single input, like then that leads you down like to getting hit and then just dying and then doing all that shit over again. It's
Yeah.
fucking terrible. I don't know why they do that shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, sheesh. I don't get it. I mean, I understand it adds replay value, but still, man, these are hard as fuck.
Exactly. That's it's a lot more pain than I would like to witness or
Yeah,
experience.
endure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, Breath of the Wild, though, back to it, is really cool because, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could just go to Ganon and defeat Ganon, which is hard, but people have done it,
Yeah.
and just like fucking beat the game in under, if you're good enough, in under an hour. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, it's an open world like the original Zelda games.
Mhm.
So, I mean, you have the option, even in the original Zelda in the NES, you could go straight to level 8, and if you're fucking good enough, which you probably aren't, you could beat the game.
Exactly. And that's the thing I love about like those games, just like if you just want to just get shit over and done with, you just go straight to the final boss and just try your best to kick his ass. You'll have a bad time, but you can
Yeah.
try it.
Yeah. Anyways, video games are pretty cool.
Yeah, me like video game fun.
Video game fun. Video
Video,
game real fun.
video game.
Um, oh yeah, I like Zelda. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you might have mentioned that like once or twice, maybe.
You know what? I really do wish though. I really wish that was into Sonic more. I mean, back to Sonic, Sonic Adventure and stuff. I mean, that Sonic Adventure. The only Sonic games that I played as a kid were Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which is just
Yeah,
excellent.
yeah, that's a good
Um,
game.
Sonic Adventure. Um, that's it. That's the- and then when I got older, I played Sonic 3D Blast and Sonic Spinball, which is really fun.
Oh yeah, that game's a lot of
Sonic
fun too.
Spinball's great. But yeah, I never played Sonic Adventure 2. I didn't even know what that game was until like 10 years ago.
That is
I didn't even know there was a
absolutely
sequel to
crazy.
Adventure. So I played Sonic 06, and after Sonic 06, I was like, I don't know. Ugh.
I don't know about this one, guys.
But I wish I was into Sonic more. But you know what? I'm not. So
I gotta
Tough
admit
tits.
something.
What?
Whenever I was a kid, I was a
Hmm.
gigantic Sonic fan. I admit it.
I know. Yeah.
You know, I
You
mean,
are.
like my first ever Sonic game was, I think I had like Sonic 1 on the Genesis. I didn't
Oh yeah.
play much of it because it shit's hard as fuck. Um,
Yes.
but I played the ever living feces out of Sonic 2, and so I played that. I think I played a little bit of 3 and Knuckles, um,
Hmm.
but I definitely played Sonic Adventure 2 before I played Sonic Adventure 1.
Yeah.
But oh man, that is like up there in like in my favorite games. Um,
Did you want to meet Sonic when you were a kid?
I did want to meet Sonic whenever I was a little tyke. He was on the screen and I was just like, I
Well,
want to meet you.
listen. I mean, if you wanted to meet Sonic so bad, you should have dressed up as him, like you did with Link. But it is what it is.
I will I will admit
What's
I
that?
I I did dress up as Sonic for Halloween
Uh-huh.
whenever I was a
You
kid.
did?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
But the thing about it was that, like, of course, it was all fucking like DIY shit.
Oh no!
Yeah, so pretty much like, just to sum it all up, um blue t-shirt with
Yeah.
yellow marker on the for the circle, and just a blue wig with ears, and they were like
Yeah.
pink ears, and
Oh.
I don't even think I had like red shoes at the time, but yeah, I don't even think I even wore like white gloves, but apparently that was supposed to be Sonic.
Oh no!
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was
Well, I mean, I've had my fair share of shitty Halloween costumes too, so
yeah.
But I
I
never dressed up as a character. But whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah, like legit. I think before that, I think I had a Halloween that was Spyro. I did
Oh,
Spyro, but like it was an actual costume at Party City with the wings and everything like that.
oh yeah.
So I mean that wasn't too bad. It had like a mask for Spyro's face on it and all that shit. But
I never really played the Spyro games. I played Spyro 2 when I was like
that's a good one.
5. Spyro 2, like for a a day I was at a friend's house. I just played it because he had it, and I was like, "This is pretty fun." But I never after that. I never had it. I never. Well, I mean, I had a PlayStation. I had a PlayStation 2, 3, 4. I had all the PlayStations. But for PlayStation games, I didn't really play them that much because when I was a kid, they were for like my mom and dad because my mom and dad were old and they could play. And I was a little kid. I didn't know how them buttons worked. I didn't know what this
But
was.
do the thing, you know what I
Which,
mean?
recalling back to the beginning of this podcast when I was talking about Final Fantasy VII, they did have Final Fantasy VII.
Really?
They did. They had it for the PS1. They did. I remember looking at it. It was a really thick box because it was a the crystal, whatever the fuck it's called. The crystal case. The clear and the normal CD box like for the PS1, and it had
Um,
3 sections in it. And I didn't know what the fuck it was about, but they had Final Fantasy VII.
that's
I just
crazy, man.
I don't know if they ever played it or anything, but
They were like, "This
um,
will make a fine addition to my collection."
exactly. The one PS1 game I remember playing for sure was Chicken Little.
Chicken Little, what the
It was
hell?
Chicken Run. Was it Chicken Run or Chicken Little? It might have been Chicken Run. You remember that movie that came out in like the late or early 2000s that was like 3D, and it was made by the same people who made Wallace and Gromit. That involved these chickens on a farm, and they had to try to sneak out of the farm, and there was like a rooster who was like helping them out,
Oh,
and
that one.
I think it's called Chicken Run.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because
Anyways,
I remember a
yeah,
clip of I remember seeing a clip of like one of the characters in it. He's just like, "Those chickens are up to something."
yeah, that's the farmer.
Yeah, it's a farmer. I haven't seen that movie in like ages,
It-
so.
and I remember there was just one. The reason why I remember it is because I was traumatized by it.
Really?
So whenever you're sneaking around, you have to sneak. There's a certain part where you have to sneak out of like the coop to go into somewhere, or you have to like collect these tools to break out of it. And if you get caught by the dogs, bro,
Ooh.
holy shit! Like, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
I'm gonna show this to you, and you're gonna understand. Drink and run video. Let's see. All right, so I'm going to share this with you in the
Okay.
Discord, and people out there and you will agree. If people know what I'm talking about, I didn't mean to send it. I sent it to the other Discord, but don't worry about it.
Wow.
It's in our other one.
Okay. Let me have a little look.
You'll understand what I mean.
Let me see this.
I write a lot of essays for school.
God,
but
did
I
the
also
ads?
write sales descriptions
Ah!
Ah,
It's
no.
loud as fuck. And now the ad's frozen. Great.
Oh, great. Cool.
Fantastic. Are you it's I'll have to refresh it. It's still
Okay.
frozen. The fuck?
I just want you to experience my childhood trauma.
Oh my god.
You hear the music?
Yeah.
Yeah. The music and the dog. And
What
that shit happens out of nowhere sometimes. So like you're sneaking around and then you get caught and then it turns black and that fucking dog appears and that music plays. Dude, I remember I was playing that game with my mom. We were sitting in the floor of our house and she was playing it and she got caught by the dog and I screamed. I was like 5, 6 years old at the time. I screamed and I cried and I hid.
Oh my goodness. I mean,
It
yeah,
was
that's pretty fucking scary. I can imagine like shitting my pants if I was like a little kid at that.
I'd probably still do it now if I played it.
Yeah, that's just like a childhood fear just regressed
Yeah,
just
exactly.
in your brain.
They did not have to make it that scary,
Yeah,
but
I
they
mean,
did.
like, what the fuck?
But they did. So now I'm traumatized for life by a stupid game after a pretty okay movie.
A polygonal dog
A
with
polygonal dog. If they didn't make the music that scary, I'm sure it would have been fine.
plus, like, if they didn't have the background just be just straight up just a void,
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly. Ugh.
That's yeah. I could not imagine like playing that like late at night or something like that, and
Yeah.
then that happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
That'd be
Exactly.
too spooky for me.
Exactly. So, yep, that's my experience with the PS1. Just
Hell
that
yeah.
game. That's all I remember. I don't remember anything else from it. So,
I
oh
got
yeah.
I got several memories of video games with my PS1.
Now, PS2, I have a lot of memories with the PS2.
You know, I didn't have a PS2 whenever I was a kid. I had the
Really?
GameCube, and
Okay.
then I just fast forward like several years later, and then I got a PS3, and then an Xbox 360, and then did the current consoles to this day.
Well,
Yep.
yeah. I have a lot of memories of the PS2. Played Crash. That was my first Crash Bandicoot experience on there.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's see, what else did I do? I played a ton of games. On the PS2. But yeah. But the N64 was my favorite. That was my game. The N64 game. I'm a Nintendo boy. So first
Yeah.
and foremost, the day.
I did tell you that I got a Game Boy Color for Christmas, right?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did, bro.
Oh, dude,
And
fucking awesome.
It looks just like the one I had whenever I was like a little kid. It's like the purple translucent one.
Yes. I had the yellow one when I was a kid. It was just yellow.
Ooh, yeah, the yellow one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked the look of that one. Yeah. God. I got like here's all the games that I got with the Game Boy. I got the motherfucking OG Tetris.
Yeah.
I got, let's see here, EA Sports Knockout Kings.
Okay.
Acclaim Sports. Just a bunch of sports games, I guess.
Did
and
you
then
get Pokemon?
I have no Pokemon. I need to get Pokemon.
Oh, you need to get Pokemon Red.
You know, I actually, if I really want to play just like I did whenever I was a kid. See, like my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one with Pikachu. Oh, if
It's
I
based
had
off
that
the
game,
anime.
It is.
Yeah.
Because
it
the
is.
Pikachu just follows you around, and then whenever you talk to it, he's like, Pika!
He does say Pika. It's very adorable.
It is. But it, like the thing about it is like it's very like bit crushed. So it's just like
Yeah.
Pika!
Yeah. Pika! Yeah. Pokemon's cool.
I do
Pokemon's
like
fun.
I definitely need to get back into the Pokemon.
Same. I do too.
Because they got the Arceus game coming out.
Yeah, and that's coming out soon. That comes out in like a week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So,
but yeah, I think that's where I stopped. That generation is kind of like where I played a little bit of like Black and White and all that stuff, but
yeah,
I just kind of lost interest after like Diamond and Pearl. Yeah,
I lost interest after Red.
So you're just the OG.
But then again, I never really had any Pokemon games after Red, so
Yeah, I will say my favorite generation though has to be the third gen with the Hoenn, and you got like Rayquaza, Kyogre. No, it was Sapphire, Ruby, Emerald.
Oh yeah. With Rayquaza, Kyogre, and Steve Buscemi.
That's it. That's his name. That's the name of the Pokemon.
Yeah, that's the legendary Pokemon, Steve Buscemi.
Yep. He's just like, hey, you, get
the
fuck out of here.
I'm gonna get in your Pokeball.
My name is totally Steve Buscemi. This is what I sound like.
That's not what he sounds like.
Hey, fuck you. I'm from Brooklyn.
All right.
Yeah.
Matt, I think we need to end this podcast. It's been going on for a hot minute.
Yeah, I'd say that you would be right.
Yep. So thanks for listening, everyone. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun just talking and sitting around and talking around and sitting.
Exactly. So you already know the drill. Follow us on Twitter. Links are in the description. Join our Discord. Link is also in the description. And yeah. Hope you all enjoyed. I know I sure did.
Okay, see you guys later.
We'll see you in the next one.
See you in the next episode where we talk about sniffing each other's farts. Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye-bye. Goodbye.
See ya. See you later. Haha.
Bye-bye.